How will you soar? So the last art class, you painted a color value gradient. We're going to move on and go on to the tracing step of our collaborative school-wide project. Now it's time to trace the feather. You're going to flip your color gradient over and use the back side to trace on. I'm using a Sharpie just so that you can see the lines, but you'll be using a pencil. As you trace, the hand that's not drawing is holding down your template carefully in place, and you're going around the edges. If you make a mistake, just go back and put your template back on the original lines, reposition, and keep going. And if it's not perfect, it's no big deal. This is a piece of artwork. I expect them all to be a little bit different. Bird feathers aren't identical anyways, so just try your hardest, go slowly and carefully, and I know that you're going to do a fantastic job. When you're done tracing, make sure you can see the lines, and then we're going to move on to cut out our feather. Now I know you know how to cut, however I want to give you a few tips. With something like this, you really want to cut the edges away first so you have less paper to deal with. And then you can go back and cut closer along the simple lines. Don't do the details yet. Get rid of all that excess paper. And then, once you've gotten rid of all the excess paper, you can go back and trim the intricate details. Take your time, be careful, and again, if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can make it your own masterpiece, make it look a little bit different. Your feather's going to look terrific anyway. So, as you finish up your feather, you're going to make sure that you're keeping your scraps neat, and in the end, you're going to put them in the recycling bin so they're not in your way. Next step is to put your name on the back of your feather. And I also want you to put the day that you have art and your teacher's name. Thank you. The next and final step is the design. To create your design, you're going to be using oil pastel crayons. So if you look at a feather, it has a midrib going all the way up the center. So you're going to draw a line that goes all the way up the center as well. And then radiating out from this center midrib are your feathers. Your feathers are going to just be patterns and designs using lines, dots, shading areas. You can do whatever you want. I've started with a symmetrical design, and now though I'm going into a design that's not symmetrical. Remember, symmetrical means the same on each side. Now, I actually made a little mistake there. I made my line too thick. So you know what? I went ahead and just filled in the line and created a different pattern, because there's really no right or wrong. Have fun with this part. Make your feather look unique and different from everyone else's. Take your time. Fill out the whole feather with amazing designs. And I can't wait to see your feather on our school-wide mural. It's going to be awesome.